Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so hari ini kita mau ngapain, Dina?
So we're gonna study IELTS.
Yeah, we're going to study IELTS, guys, because I think this is requested not just by my sister but from you guys, because I'll post it on YouTube, just by the way. Okay, so yeah, I think without further ado, we'll just go ahead and start because then even if I look, maybe you should go a bit like closer, right? Okay, okay, I'll share my screen as usual because yeah. Okay, I hope that inshallah you guys can see this already. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, because this is a requested video. Yeah. Like someone asked me, like, can you also like teach us, like, let's say IELTS, keep it fun, and then maybe because I took it back then in 2017. Yeah, when I graduated high school. So yeah, let's just go ahead. All right. So before that, usually in my class, I would do some profiling. So you would be my student for today, like a real life student beside me. And if you guys don't know, obviously you guys don't know because I haven't introduced her. So she's my sister. Wait, you cannot see. Yeah, she's my beloved sister. She's my only sister actually. And we have like we're on total seven siblings. So I'm the first, and
Second.
yeah, she's the second, and we have like five other brothers. And first one, and wait, how old are you right now?
I'm about to be 17.
Okay, oh right, so it's gonna be your sweet 17. All right, yeah, this year, yeah, and yeah, our age gap is pretty wide, yeah, because I am going to be 25. From Kaabad, they said, yeah. Yeah, and in a few weeks, actually I'm not sure, next week I think, or something like that, yeah, but anyhow, yeah, and so our age difference about 7 years apart, yeah, and even with our siblings, like the brothers, we're also, yeah, huge gap. So anyhow, okay, so let's say maybe you can introduce yourself first.
Okay, my name is Yardina Ardini. I'm about to be 17.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Maybe your nickname.
uh,
You're usually called by what?
at school, they call me Ardina. At home, they call me Dina.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from SMA Negeri School Tasikmalaya.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Oh, basically as a student, yeah. Yeah, because yeah, daily activity as a student. Okay, what hobbies do you
What hobbies I have? I actually like reading.
have? Okay, what kind of books do you read?
Uh, I read comics. For
Mm.
books, let's just say study. For the books that we used to study.
Mm-hmm. From
Mm.
school.
Yeah, from school.
Okay.
English experience, what English experience?
So, how long have you studied English?
Cause let's until now study English.
Yeah, from what?
From KG,
Yeah, so
from
from
kindergarten.
kindergarten. Yeah. Okay, so my sister here, alhamdulillah, I think it's part of the privilege that she got to start her education back when we were in UAE, United Arab Emirates. So basically, we were in the same school in Madar International School in Al Ain, and she started her kindergarten. Kalau bahasa Indonesia TK.
Mhm.
TK at TKB, yeah, grade 1, 2, and then grade 1 until grade 4 or 5. Or
No,
six.
until six.
Yeah, six, yeah, until sixth grade. Yeah, jadi SD-nya ya,
Yeah.
yeah, SD-nya, yeah, elementary school over
Mhm.
there, and like, you continued your
Junior
junior
high
high school
school in
in
Indonesia.
what school?
Al Azhar.
Al Azhar Islamic.
Yep.
Boarding, is it? No, no,
No, it's
boarding.
not boarding.
Okay, Islamic school, private school,
Mhm.
and then you continue your high school in, yeah, SMA Negeri 10, and that is a public school,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so basically she's been learning English for her whole entire life. When she started KG, and you've never taken any English proficiency test, right? Like official test.
No.
No, yeah, even up TOEFL, right?
No.
No, okay. And so let's say if, okay, you're planning, let's say, to learn IELTS, right? And
Uh-huh.
you want to take this exam, what score would you put? I mean, as a target. Oh, if you don't know, it's between 0 to 9.
It's I'll take 8 first.
Okay, 8, yeah, 8, and I would say that 8 is a pretty high score. Obviously, it's near 9, and having a band score of 8, I would say it's challenging because not all people can get that score. I'm not saying it's impossible because a lot of people get 8, but normally they would range between
7.
6.5 till
Oh.
7.5 or even 8. Um, yeah, I haven't met anyone that scored 9, which is a perfect score, right? But yeah, I saw like in some webinars that person scored 9, but anyhow, but my score back then in 2017 was 7.
Mm.
And yeah, that was like a total band score, right?
Mm.
Okay, and what would you take? What's the purpose for taking, let's say, this IELTS class, if you want to share us?
First, I would like to improve my English.
Mhm.
Second, it's I guess it would be useful
Mm.
for the after that.
Mhm.
And what else? And I'm interested as well.
Okay, and do you have an expectation when you learn IELTS?
What kind of expectation?
Yeah, I don't like, for example, okay, you expect that, let's say, when I learn IELTS, like I would find like something new, or maybe like
Oh,
it'd be a
yeah.
fun thing to learn, yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
I got plenty of expectations,
Mm.
starting from new vocabs, new experience, of course, and what else? Sorry, I guess it will be fun because I get to know and I get to improve my English,
Right.
which I could, what's called, I could upgrade it, not just at the basics.
Right, right. And why do you think English is important?
Because it's an international language.
Okay, all right, and then.
And it's pretty cool first. I like the English language.
Uh-huh.
And why is it important for us to study it? Because you guys you guys will pretty much use it for any circumstances.
Right, right. And also, especially when it comes to education.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's continue. Ooh, okay. All right. So we're most welcome to our class. Okay. And first, we'll just get to know the tip of the iceberg of IELTS, or maybe the introduction, and maybe some reasons why you should take IELTS. I won't be walking through. Okay, it's my fault. I think it's mommy. Oh, so.
Can I?
No, no, you cannot. Just message her. So while she's messaging your friend, Iklan. Okay, we'll just recap a bit what we learned. Okay, so I don't have the module with me because this is like not a really class, but this is just an introduction about what IELTS is really is. Okay, so hold up. Okay, so introduction. All right, about what IELTS is. Okay, so Irina, please read.
Wait, I changed places? Or? No, just kidding. What is IELTS? International English Language Testing System. Is one of the English proficiency tests which can be used to assess your English language skills in 4 different skills such as listening, reading, writing, and speaking.
Okay, and what do you understand from what you just read?
That in IELTS we get to, what's it called? We get to improve our English, starting English skills, starting from reading, writing, listening, and as well as speaking.
Okay, and yeah, and the IELTS stands for tadi ya, English, International English
Language.
language testing system. Yep, right. Okay. All right. Next. So basically, it is part of the official test, and also it assesses in the 4 skills, yeah, which are speaking, listening, reading, and also writing. But for TOEFL, we have different kinds. So in TOEFL, not all what is it? TOEFL test has a speaking test. For example, the ITP, they don't have it. So the only TOEFL that probably has the speaking is it's called IBT. But I'm not sure what it stands for.
So TOEFL doesn't have the speaking part.
Yeah, for the ITP and COEC, they don't have, but for the IBT, they do have. And it's like the price is almost the same like IELTS. But I think they said it's what is
Higher
it?
IELTS.
Yeah, it's more expensive for TOEFL.
Oh.
That's what they say. Like for example, in IELTS you say 3 juta 100, and for English, for TOEFL 3 juta 200, something like that. Okay, so how does IELTS work? All right, so I can please read again.
The IELTS test accepts students in four areas: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Interestingly, the test doesn't have a pass or fail system. We will be ranked on a scale from 0 to 9, 9 being an expert user in English. Depending on the reason for you taking the test, career, living in a foreign country, studying, you will be needing a certain score. There are two slightly different versions of the IELTS. There is the general, and the academic.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward and clear, yeah. And like I mentioned earlier, it's from 0 to 9, and then after that, depending on what kind of what is it like your reasons. So there we have the two modules or two types, so the general and the academic. So here's the difference between the academic and the general training. Okay, so for academic, you do.
For the academic, what this?
For
This
example,
one?
yeah, what
Oh.
I want, what you want.
I want to go to the postgraduate study in an English speaking country. I want to join a professional organization in an English speaking country. I want to immigrate to an English speaking country. I want to study a below graduate course. I want to undertake a training in an English speaking country. Academic. Oh, I read the general as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, so basically the difference between academic is that for the academic, well, yeah, you're going to what is it, postgraduate studies for universities or even masters and so on, and also for professional organization or even for work. And for the general training is probably if you want to immigrate to that speaking English speaking country or some like high school or any training. Okay, and so yeah, so this is how the what is it, the exam is being assessed, or yeah, how they're doing it. So first of all, we've got the listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So the listening, it consists of four sections, yeah, 40 items or 40 questions, for 30 minutes, half an hour. And then for the reading, the difference is only in the for the academic.
Oh.
Yeah, for the academic in general, the difference between in the section of reading and writing.
Oh, yeah.
So academic, you've got three sections, most obviously. This is like the topic basically. The topics, all right. So three sections, there's 40 items, questions, and for an hour, writing an hour, two tasks or two questions. And for the first task, you have 150 words, and the second one is 250 words, an hour, and so on. And the speaking part, right? Okay. Wait, let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. Before we continue, what is it? We'll make this video to two parts. So this is the end of the first part, and then we'll continue in the next part. So I'll just stop the recording and see you in the next part. Let's stop here. Wait.